PSA Athlete of the Year plum inspires Eala. Manila, Philippines. Becoming the country's Athlete of the Year is just the beginning for world tennis rising star Eala. This is just the beginning, beamed Eala in a short video speech while in the Middle East for WTA Tour during the Philippine Sports Writers Association, PSA, awards night on Monday night at the Diamond Hotel. This award means so much to me because it reflects on how far tennis and my sports has come in our country. Thank you so much. Eala was named the PSA Co-Athlete of the Year with Paris Olympics double gold medalist Eala, who cupped crowns once again in the Asian Artistic Gymnastics Championships and the FIG Artistic Gymnastics World Championships last year. The 20-year-old tennis star, for her part, etched a bevy of firsts for Philippine tennis, including becoming the first Filipina player to enter the world's top 50 rankings. She's also the first Filipina WTA champion and first Filipina to qualify in all 4 Grand Slam main draws, on top of inspiring the country's first hosting of a WTA 125 event in history. Last December, Eala became the first Filipina gold medalist in the SEA Games tennis in more than 2 decades. I'm so honored to be named the PSA Athlete of the Year alongside Carlos Yulo. Congratulations, Carlos. Isang malaking karangalan makasama ka sa parangalan ito, added Eala. And Eala is not yet done, strutting her stuff in the ongoing WTA 1000 Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships with a gigantic second-round clash against world number 8 Jasmine Paolini of Italy, who gained a bye in round 1, late last night. Eala earned a shot at the 30-year-old Paolini, 2024 Olympic doubles gold medalist with sire Unni, after the injury of American foe Haley Baptiste, who had to retire leading 1-0 in the second set due to abdominal pain. The lefty ace took a 6-4 win in the first set behind a 3-1 blast from a close 3-all score. Eala, assured of $26,000 and 65 points, is out to make it up in Dubai after a first-round exit in the WTA 1000 Qatar Open last week that dragged her to number 47 in the WTA rankings from number 40. Prior to that, Eala had a string of playoff finishes in the WTA 250 ASB Classic in New Zealand, WTA 125 Philippine Women's Open, her first home tourney, and the WTA 500 Abu Dhabi Open. She also completed an appearance in all 4 major main draws after a debut in the Australian Open last month in Melbourne, where she netted an exhibition crown in the Kuyong Classic as well. In the bright arena lights of Philippine sports, recognition is more than a trophy. It is a torch passed from one generation to the next. When Carlos Yulo was named Philippine Sports Writers Association Athlete of the Year, PSA Athlete of the Year, the applause that thundered across the hall was not just for his medals. It was for the years of discipline, sacrifice, and quiet belief that turned a young dreamer into a national icon. Among those watching, perhaps from afar or through a flickering screen between training sessions, was another rising Filipina athlete, Eala. And in that moment, the honor given to Yulo was more than ceremony. It was inspiration, the weight of a name, the lift of a nation. The PSA Athlete of the Year title is not easily earned. It represents excellence against global competition and perseverance beyond adversity. For Yulo, it symbolized his gravity-defying routines on the world stage, his flips and landings executed with the kind of precision that turns breath into silence and silence into roaring pride. But awards do not exist in isolation. They ripple. For Eala, who battles not on a balance beam but across a tennis court thousands of miles from home, Yulo's recognition echoed with a simple truth. Filipinos belong at the highest level of sport. She knew that path well. Training abroad, facing seasoned international competitors, carrying the Philippine flag stitched onto her kit, Eala understands the solitude of ambition. Like Yulo, she has chosen the long road, early mornings, relentless drills, and the constant balancing act between youth and responsibility. When Yulo stood on that PSA stage, he stood not just as a gymnast but as proof. Proof that dedication transcends discipline. Proof that a Filipino athlete can master arenas once thought unreachable. Parallel paths. Gymnastics and tennis may appear worlds apart. One thrives on explosive seconds, the other unfolds in hours-long battles of endurance. Yet the heart behind them is strikingly similar. Yulo's routines demand precision measured in fractions of a point. Eala's matches hinge on margins of inches. Both sports require a mind fortified against pressure, a quiet resilience built from countless unseen failures. In her own journey, Eala has faced expectations heavy as humid Manila air. A junior Grand Slam champion, she carries both promise and scrutiny. Yet inspiration is not about imitation. It is about illumination. Eala's PSA triumph did not instruct Eala to flip through the air. It reminded her that excellence, though rare, is reachable. Beyond the applause, awards ceremonies are polished, formal attire, glowing lights, speeches that echo in chandeliers. But behind Eala's PSA recognition lay years of grit, training in Japan, enduring homesickness, refining technique while the world doubted whether a Filipino gymnast could dominate internationally. Eala, too, trains far from home, refining her ground strokes in elite academies. She knows that applause is fleeting, discipline is daily. Perhaps what inspired her most was not the medal count but the humility with which Eala accepted the honor. In interviews, he often speaks softly about family, coaches, and the Filipino people who believed in him. His victory felt communal. For Eala, that humility is instructive. Tennis can be solitary, even isolating. Yet Eala's PSA recognition showed that no triumph is ever entirely individual. Every athlete carries a village of supporters, parents, mentors, compatriots who whisper, "Kaya mo yang. You can do it." A generation watching. In barangays and city courts, children watched the PSA ceremony and saw Eala's smile flash across screens. They saw possibility. Eala understands that visibility matters. When she competes in international tournaments, from junior slams to the WTA Tour, she represents more than personal ambition. She embodies a growing confidence in Philippine sports. Eala's PSA Athlete of the Year title reinforced a message to this generation. Global excellence is not reserved for other nations. It is attainable with relentless effort. And so inspiration moves like a rally in tennis. Back and forth, energy exchanged. Eala's success fuels Eala's drive. Eala's rise will, in turn, inspire the next athlete in line. The courage to dream louder. There's a quiet courage in dreaming from an archipelago often overlooked in global sport. Infrastructure challenges, limited funding, and geographic distance can make ambition feel improbable. Yet Eala's PSA recognition disrupted that narrative. When Eala steps onto a hard court in Europe or America, she does so carrying that disruption within her. She carries the image of a Filipino athlete honored at home for conquering abroad. Inspiration is not loud. It is a steady undercurrent. It whispers during grueling fitness drills. It steadies the hand during match point. It says, someone before you has done it. You can too. Legacy in motion.